Renu
Omkareshwar was pure mysticism. The Ardhanarishwar Shringar was intense, raw, and electrifying. Kaal Bhairav, untamed and limitless. And Mukteshwar, liberating. I lived it all and shared a glimpse in the previous episodes. Have you had a chance to see it yet? Let's start with my temple tour of the Gadkalika Temple, dedicated to goddess Kali Mata. Depending on who you ask, it's either one of the 51 Shakti Pitas or not. Legend has it that the upper lip of Ma Sati fell here. Talk about leaving a lasting impression. This temple is also famously associated with the legendary poet Kalidasa. He worshipped here and was blessed by Kali Mata, possibly explaining how he went from "Who's this guy?" to "Oh, wow, it's the Kalidasa." Ujjain, also known as Ujjaini, Pratikalpa, Padmavati, Avantika, Bhogvati, Amravati, Kumudvati, Vishala, and Kushtali, phew, is often referred to as Kalidasa Ki Nagari. With a backstory straight out of Bollywood, mysterious birth, a tough life partner, dramatic murder, and in between composed poetry brimming with romance and drama. Kalidasa's life could give any Karan Johar movie a run for its money. Now let's talk idols. The deities in Ujjain have a vibe that's vastly different from the southern cousins. Here, it's all about free-from artistry, mostly just the face, vibrant adornments, and expressions that could win Oscars. Plus, the Shringar changes daily, meaning no two visits are alike. It's like deity fashion week. One day, understated elegance, the next, full-on bling. And did I mention Gadkalika Temple is one of those rare temples with priestesses? Yes, you heard that right. Priestesses. That's divine feminism for you. My favorite pit stop, Mahakaleshwar Mandir, welcomed me back again with a hum of devotion and aroma of incense. A Shigr darshan of Mahakal was first on the agenda. Swift, efficient, and no room for lingering. This was the fast lane to blessings, and Mahakal happened to be in his original form. After that, I embarked on a tour of the countless shrines surrounding the main temple. A few were part of the famed 84 temples. At some point, my temple hopping turned into a game. Step in, bow, step out, repeat. I might as well have carried a checklist and a stopwatch. Then came the highlight, or depending on how you see it, the plot twist. A priest stamped Mahakal on my forehead with a flare that screamed, "I've done this 1,000 times." But when I asked him a simple question, his response was firm silence, followed by an expectant look. "Oh, right. Dakshina." I handed over some cash, but my curiosity remained unpaid. Now, what was this burning question? No, it wasn't about the Bhasma Aarti. Drop your guesses in the comments and stay tuned for part 3 of Ujjain series to uncover the mystery. The next stop on my Ujjain escapade was the Mangalnath Mandir, a place steeped in cosmic significance, and yes, another colossal banyan tree. If you're keeping count, Shipra River and banyan tree are practically the signature accessories of the city. And this particular banyan tree, it came with its own important guests, langurs. They looked so smug, as if they knew they were the unofficial security guards of the temple. Now, Mangalnath Mandir is no ordinary temple. According to Matsya Purana, it's the birthplace of Mars. Yes, the planet. Unlike your usual Shiva temples, this one has a goat instead of Nandi. It is quite the quirky touch, like finding pineapple on a pizza. Unexpected, but oddly fitting. I was also lucky to witness the Bhat Puja, a ritual where rice and curd are offered to Lord Mangalnath. Watching the ceremony, I couldn't help but think Mars must be the only celestial body that thrives on dairy. Who knew the red planet was a fan of South Indian desi comfort food? Here's the real kicker. The temple is believed to be the spot where the rays reflected from Mars fall directly to the earth. This makes it a prime location for planet gazing, though I didn't spot any telescopes. Probably too many langurs for that. Plus, did you know the Tropic of Cancer literally passes through this place? Historically, Ujjain has been India's astronomical HQ. Back in the 4th century BC, this city was basically Bharat's version of Greenwich. The Surya Siddhant and the Pancha Siddhant, iconic works on astronomy, were penned here. Next stop was the legendary Sandipani Ashram, a place steeped in history and mythology where Lord Krishna, Balaram and Sudama honed their skills under the wise guidance of sage Sandipani. Krishna and gang, not just spiritual powerhouses, but the original multitaskers, learning everything under the sun in just 64 days. Talk about crash courses. According to the Harivamsa Purana, Krishna's education was nothing short of extraordinary. It covered philosophy, scriptures, arts, martial skills, you name it. And get this, cooking was on syllabus too. Yes, Lord Krishna, the cosmic charmer, also mastered the art of whipping up a good meal. Indian moms, are you listening? Next time your son tries the "I don't need to learn cooking" excuse, just remind him that even God knew his way around the kitchen. No escape. As we wandered through Ujjain, I discovered it's a city with 84 Mahadev temples to be exact, along with 8 Bhairavas, 11 Rudras, 12 Adityas, 6 Vinayaks, 24 Devis, 10 Vishnus, and 9 Narayans. It's like a divine family reunion with everyone invited. One standout in the ashram was the Kundeshwara Mahadev temple. Legend has it that Guru Sandipani and his disciples worshipped here. It also is a home to the standing Nandi. And did I mention these 84 Mahadev temples are conveniently numbered? It's like a divine GPS guiding you through your spiritual treasure hunt. I half expected a temple guide to hand me a punch card. Visit all 84 and get a free blessing. A vibrant touch of divinity, I also visited ISKCON. I had perfectly timed our visit for the Dhoop Aarti, and what a sight it was! The entire scene was a mix of devotion, colors, and that signature blissful chaos of temple life. My eyes were particularly drawn to the idol of Narasimha on the left and then to the striking trio of Jagannath, Balabhadra, and Subhadra on the right. There was something surreal about their iconography, calming and captivating. Our next stop was the Shani temple, a serene little heaven for the planets. Yes, the planets, each one had its own tiny garbhagriha, with minimalistic iconography that could put Scandinavian design to shame. At the corner of Garbhagriha was a raised mound with a simple shringar that subtly suggested a face. No dramatic lighting, no towering figures, just grounded simplicity. Quite literally, it was down to earth. A place of contrast for a temple dedicated to the planets. From celestial bodies, we moved to Chintaman Ganesh Temple. Chintaman Ganesh, I soon learned, was no ordinary Ganesh. This was a Swayambhu idol, self manifested no less. The temple itself has quite the backstory. It was originally created during the time of Ramayana. Talk about ancient origins. And later renovated by the Holkar family. The highlight, though, was the Lakshman Bavadi, a step well with its own epic tale. Apparently, Lakshman used an arrow to draw water for Sita. I couldn't help but wonder, did Lakshman use regular arrows or did they come with some divine GPS to locate underground streams? Honestly, I'd have breezed past this stepwell if not for my storyteller guide, who was as trustworthy as he was insightful. Every stop came with stories you'd never find on Wikipedia. It felt less like a temple tour and more like walking through a live audiobook. By the end of it, I wasn't just visiting places, I was soaking in a tapestry of myths, history, and a bit of cosmic humor. The day wrapped up with another darshan of Mahakal, and I found myself retreating to my favorite spot in the temple complex. It was the almost peaceful northeast corner, away from the crowds, nestled behind small temples of Ganesha and Shiva, under the shade of, yes, you guessed it, banyan tree. This spot became the stage for the highlight of my trip. The moment that sent goosebumps down my spine and made everything feel real. Tune in for that magical moment and the hypnotic aarti at Harisiddhi Mandir. Catch you in the next part.
चटत चटतव कपय शश सरहल कप चटत चटतव कपय शश सरहल